So that's the highlights from Matchday 1 of the German Bundesliga. Robert Lewandowski continued where he stopped last season, scored a hat-trick to give Carlo Ancelotti a flying start to the new season. Let's see who watch Bayern Munich, who see Borussia Dortmund. You know where you can follow the action right here. Channel Sports. Chinasa Ebonyi joins us now to take a look at all that is going down in your action-packed, exciting world of sports. Chinasa, good to have you join us.
Good morning, Austin. How are you doing?
Yeah,
good morning, guys.
Super. Good morning. Super. How are you doing?
Chinasa. All right.
So, the Bundesliga started already?
And it's like it never stopped because Bayern just continued from where they left off last season. Right. That man, his name, Robert Lewandowski, scoring a hat-trick. Fantastic. Also, they say the other man at Dortmund, Aubameyang, so both of them already they started like they never stopped.
So it's good. Obviously, the top goal scorer award. It's going to be between those two guys.
Well, still early days, because they can go through a drought or something and lose form or something. Let's hope that maybe 9 games. Let's hope somebody comes in. Let's see a different striker. Let's see a different face. Let's unearth another talent, and who knows? Somebody might just get into the mix with Aubameyang and Lewandowski.
Okay, but we didn't really have a big known striker that went to
that's what I'm saying. You don't need to know.
Maybe
we should just unearth somebody that will decide. What's going to be my season.
What about Chinasa? What about Carlo Ancelotti? I mean, winning the Bundesliga, surely it's not going to be enough for him. He has to win that Champions League as well.
Well, the thing is, if you go to a club like Bayern Munich, if you go to a club like Real Madrid, if you go to a club like Barcelona, winning the league is not enough. You also have to get to Europe to win the Champions League. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for him because other teams are there also in Europe. They want to win the league. But that being said, the Bundesliga is not a foregone conclusion for Bayern. I know. It is not a foregone conclusion for Bayern.
It's usually when they're going to win. Because usually in March.
I know. Let's give Thomas Tuchel a chance. Okay. Let's say he's gotten to know this Dortmund team. Okay. He's molded them into his own pattern, the way he wants them to play. So, and
3 players
Ancelotti is just coming in.
3 players left.
Tuchel has been there for a while, so let's see what will happen.
That's 3 players left, right, from Borussia Dortmund. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, so after Mans Hummels, Gundogan, and Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, they got Götze back. There's still Kagawa there. They have a very decent team.
They remind me of Atletico Madrid.
Yes,
everybody can leave, but it's just Farah is still a team. It's still in the team. Sayo, was it enough? 3-4 seasons ago that Wolfsburg won the league in Germany?
Austin, I'm going with Cecilia on this one. I mean, it's a matter of...
I don't think it's a foregone
conclusion. It's a matter of when they win that title.
It's not if. There's not like if there.
Let's go to the league where you guys can tell who's going to win it. I'll leave Germany now. Let's go to England.
Okay, I can tell you who win it.
You tell me?
Between the Manchester clubs.
No,
Chelsea will fight.
That's not telling us who will win it. That's not telling us who will win it. There are 2 Manchester teams.
Exactly.
That's like that between the Manchester clubs. Just look at what they're doing. I mean, if this score goes right now, you have Manchester City top, followed by Chelsea, and of course Manchester United. So it's like the more goals you score, it's going to determine where you're going to stay because they're not losing games, they're not drawing games.
If you remember, at the point last season, Man City started like a house on fire too. You kept winning and we're like, what's happening? So I think even Manchester United won their first 2 or 3 games of the season, and look at how it ended out. So it's not a foregone conclusion also in England. If last season I thought was anything, it is not to just after 3-4 matches and say it's going to be like this. No, a lot can actually happen in England. A lot.
We saw 2 games yesterday. That very exciting game between West Brom and Middlesbrough ended 0-0.
Did you say okay, I know.
Very exciting indeed.
You know who my man of the match is in that game? Those who sat down and watched that game for 90 minutes.
That was great. Manchester City actually beat.
Well, it wasn't worse than Portugal versus Croatia.
Okay.
That's the worst match I've seen. That's the worst match I've seen.
Man City versus West Ham United. City started really well. It looked like it was going to be a rout. 2 goals in the first half, but then West Ham did well to come back in the game in the second half. Raheem Sterling, it looks like he's found his form again. Is that down to Pep Guardiola alone, or what is happening to Raheem Sterling?
Well, Raheem Sterling, we no doubt about his talent, what he's capable of doing, but I think the problem is we believe that there's a little bit of limitation to what Sterling could do, or I think he put the limitation on himself because a lot of times it comes down to self-belief. Does he have the skill? Can he take on a player? Yes. But the problem we've always had is what his end product. What does he do after? Is it just about running? And so maybe Pep now has decided to, maybe fine-tune his skill a little and tell him, you know what, you take on one man, you make a pass, you get into a position, so maybe just little basics, and who knows, maybe that man, Pep, might just get the best out of Raheem Sterling this season. And if Raheem Sterling comes good, trust me, he's going to be a threat.
Because he has all the tools.
Yes, he's going to be a huge threat if he comes through.
Okay, that's what it is. But in that game between Manchester City and West Ham, I saw
talking points.
Sergio Aguero,
major talking
I don't
points.
understand. I mean, the referee in Western region.
Did you see the elbow?
I didn't see it when it happened. I saw the replays, and of course, he does something like that, he deserves to get sent off.
Yeah, but he didn't get sent.
He didn't get sent. He didn't get. Well, that we've seen it this season. It's a young season already.
Yeah.
Chelsea. 2 games they won. The 2 games they won earlier this season before last weekend's game. Diego Costa shouldn't have been on the pitch and he scored. He went on to score both winners because he could have been sent off for 2 bookable offences, and it didn't happen. So sometimes the referees don't get to see this. That's why you have assistants, and also that's why there's also a video.
So are we expecting retrospective punishment for Sergio Aguero?
Yes, 3 match ban.
Yes,
it's not confirmed though.
Because
but that's what you're expecting. They have to review. Yeah, I mean.
But it's going to be a long wait for the international break is coming. So that's the thing.
And if he gets, if he's banned for 3 games, that means he's going to miss the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Not the way you want to go into that kind of match against Jose Mourinho's side.